Hey everybody, I'm Mike. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today I want to do a video about a controversial topic that people have been talking a lot about lately, and that's AI and how it affects the music industry currently. It seems to be affecting every industry, but we're going to go into music specifically. And I'm going to go into where I think it can be a positive for people and where it can be a negative. So we're going to look into all these subjects and get into it, and I'm going to show you a song that I did with AI, not something that I had AI write. It was something that I wrote. I sang it, but I have a terrible singing voice, and then I used an AI filter to make the vocal track better. So let's get into this video now. All right. Let's jump into this subject head on. You know, it's so controversial lately, and it's just more to do with every industry seems to be affected by it, especially from marketing to entertainment to music, film. And it's a pretty tough subject right now, and there's a lot of pluses, a lot of negatives to it. So I'm going to focus on the music side of it. We're going to talk about where I think it can be useful and where I think it's really a hindrance, and how we go forward from this. First of all, I just explained earlier in my intro that I did do a song where I recorded all the music, wrote the lyrics, then I recorded my vocals, and I'm not a singer. I'm a terrible singer, and I ended up using an AI editor to kind of enhance the vocals and make it better. I didn't use a famous person's vocals or anything. I just used someone that was on there, and it did make the track better. But there's some limitations to that are good, that stop it. But this is where I come in on 50-50 on the subject of what I think of it. So I'm going to play you a video real quick of how I did these songs. Check that out, and then we'll come right back and we'll talk more about it. All right. Show you real quick just the site that I used for this. I use this site called Undermine. It's got a free 15 minutes you can do, and I've used a bunch of samples that I tried today, so I use most of it. I think you can get a paid subscription where you can get up to an hour. You could go higher depending on how much you pay, but each of them has free trials, so I would say try the one you like the best and then see which one works. I did a bunch of different ones for this, but all you basically do is you take your track here and you just import it in. It'll ask you to import in your track, and you want to do kind of a clean audio file where there's no effects in it. And what I would tell people to do is if you have a really bad voice, like I have an awful voice, and as I sing, the first couple lines are good, but then I get kind of tired in the way because I'm singing from my throat, so notes break up. When you're singing in AI, basically to get a good track, it's still got to follow your inflections of what you're doing. You can get rid of those, but it's really going to sound AI. So what I would recommend if you struggle with parts is that you basically just take the time and do the couple lines that you can do comfortably. Stop, do another track where you do the next lines comfortably, and then stop, and then till you get every line where it's not shaky. If your voice is having a breaking up or cracking or doing things, that's going to be reflected in your AI output. It's not like, a lot of these ones you see on there, it's people just typing in a song and the AI is creating the vocal from nothing. So it's already good. If it's following what you did, the melody line you did, and it's following your inflection of your voice so it sounds kind of like you want it, you're going to need those to be clean. It doesn't have to be in key because you can choose the key. You just need it not breaking up. You don't want to hear cracks and the pitch is going up and down because it's gonna follow that. But you can use it to get a nice kind of file, and I used this guy on a couple of them. And I'm going to play a quick sample of one of the songs that I did. It's an awful, awful song, but it's a joke song because when I'm at work, I always sing this song called Sup Girl. So I recorded a version of it, and this is what it sounds like. We'll bring it up on the computer here. Starts off with a solo, so. Alright, so here we go. We'll get to the vocals. Here they come.
I know you're feeling lonely. I know you need a friend.
This is me.
I know you want somebody. Baby, let me be your man.
Now, while I'm singing really flat, I'm actually keeping it without breaking up.
Sup, girl? You feeling alright? Sup, girl? Where you been all my life? Sup, girl? Sup, girl? Sup, girl? What you doing tonight? Sup, girl? You feeling alright? Sup, girl?
All right, so there's my version that I had, and the next one you're going to have is the version that I had them do it.
You're feeling lonely.
All right, so here's the AI voice.
I know you're feeling lonely. I know you need a friend. I know you want somebody. Baby, let me be your man. 'Cause all I gotta say is, sup girl, what you doing tonight? Sup girl, you feeling alright? Sup girl, where you been all my life? Sup girl, sup girl, sup girl, what you doing tonight? Sup girl, you feeling alright? Sup girl, where you been all my life? Sup girl, sup girl.
So that right there is noticeably different. It's just a lot better. It's a lot more like kind of in key. I picked the key that I wanted, and that caused it. So it's a far better version of that song. It just sounds better than what I did. But the key was I still didn't have breaking up in my voice where the voice cracked, which allows it to be good. I've done a couple of these where I just my voice was really cracking, and when you get it, even though it sounds better through the AI, it still sounds like it's cracking. So what I would say is, even if you're going monotone, be comfortable where you're at, that you can sing it without any breakups in your voice, and you'll get a better result. Like, it's a stupid song and it's a joking song, but it's really really brings out the point that you could do something better with your vocal track than what we're actually getting from yourself. So, I mean, I'll get more into this when I go into the main video that I'm part of, but I just wanted to play those clips for you. All right, let's get to the main video. Okay, we're back. You got to see a little insight into how I created that song that's really terrible. It's not a very good song, but it's something that I just made up that I thought would be fun and sing it all the time at work. So I was like, hey, I'm going to turn it into a song for this video. So you could check out the whole song. I did make a weird kind of video for it that's just dumb and kind of fun, but check that out on a previous video. I'll put a link to that in the description. And here's where I'm going to go where I think AI can be really, really useful. And that's for the songwriter, the person that writes songs for people. If you want to get into the field of, you're not someone that wants to be the artist, you're someone that wants to write songs that other people will sing. This is where it can be useful for doing the demos. Right now, I write my own songs, and I do some stuff that I release for myself that I use singers on. That's my own stuff. But mainly I do songs that I try to market out to other artists, and I've really been getting into that lately. So where it comes in useful is, before I used to have to go to like Fiverr, and I would hire someone to do that. They would sing the song, I would sing it, they would sing the melody after I did it. And it was really a bad vocal track, and every time you get doing that, you're paying a couple $100 to have somebody put that on there. And you don't need the song to be perfect. You need it to be good so they can hear it, but you're not trying to release that yourself. So where AI comes in useful is that me writing a song, I can put that filter over the top of it, and that gives a better representation of the song. Even if I'm going to send that into a music group that could look at it, or an artist, they can hear that. Or even if I'm sending it to Fiverr for someone else to sing, they can get a better idea of how to perform the song, so we don't have to go back and forth on it. So in that kind of aspect, I think this could be a good tool. I really do. I think it's something you could use to help market your own songs. You're writing it, and it's just nice to have that tool that you can hear it back right then and there with more of the inflection and style and how you picture it in your mind hearing it better than what you can sing it yourself. Now, here's where it gets difficult. This is the part that's tough, is that a lot of other people are using AI to just write complete songs. They're not doing anything with the song. They're like, hey, write me a love song about being at the beach. AI is writing this whole song, and they're using vocals from AI. They can get it to sound like other performers, and basically that just floods the market with all these songs. Before it took you time. Like, people that write albums, when you look at it, they spend a lot of time working on that and honing that in and doing that, where it may take them a year of recording to release an album. And right now we're getting people on AI that can release 10 songs every day. They're doing that. So they're flooding the market, Spotify and things like that, with all these songs. It's so much that it's crazy. And AI has gotten so much better that sometimes you can't tell the difference. I mean, you could kind of hear it a little bit, and it's just really flooding the market. And I know I'm a subscriber and follow Ola England, and was talking on his chat when he was doing his live chat. He just recently had music lifted that they stole it from him and did AI versions of it. So when he tried to use his own song on a video, he got a copyright claim, which he had to fight. It took a while, and then he ended up getting the proper credit because it was his song. But it's driving that slippery slope of people are using this for just putting out mass lifeless songs they're just basic generic versions of songs, but can be catchy and people like them, and it's just oversaturating the market. They could hear a style of a song they like a band like Radiohead, say, AI, write me a song in that style, and suddenly we have all these songs coming out. So in that aspect of the music industry, I really think it's a negative. I think it's not good. I think the fact that people can write a song that sounds like Stone Temple Pilots, even though Scott Weiland's passed away, they can get someone to sound like his voice, or Kurt Cobain. It's just, it's not something I like personally, because music's always been something about putting all your heart and soul into it, really writing something that means something to you, putting it out for the world. And now people are just using a computer that's getting smarter and smarter and learning and writing these songs that are pretty good songs for most part, but they're not really telling that personal story. So this video was just going to be a quick one. I wanted to show you that I used it and where I thought it was beneficial. But the one positive I could see from this, with people really flooding the market with this, is that, first of all, the people doing that, there's not a ton of money to be made from streaming. I mean, if you ask most of the bands now, they're making their money from touring. And if you're creating AI music, you're not touring. What do you bring your computer up there and just stand there and look at people? I mean, probably some jackass will do that, but that's okay. And it's just it's you're going to be able to go out there live and perform the song. And don't get me wrong, maybe you can get someone out there that if they're using vocals and doing stuff, they could probably have that processor on the stage and be singing live into a mic. It's not what their voice is, but what's coming out to the crowd is the AI voice that they've heard on the song. So there's that kind of thing. But I really feel like AI is going to push songwriters and musicians to be better, to write better songs, I feel like the human experience is still always going to prevail, and people are going to be able to write great songs that have a personal meaning better than a computer can, someone typing in words. And, I really see music as you have to have a passion for it, and right now it's just being flooded with this lifeless music that typing in a couple words of what you want, and then all of a sudden a song pops out and you're putting that on Spotify. I see the ads for the AI voice generator, and it always makes me laugh because it's like these people are singing like a 3 Days Grace song, and you see the guy singing like he does his voice, and when he hits the AI thing, it puts the voice on there, and he's like shocked and almost crying. It's like, well, no, it's not your voice. It's not like you accomplished anything or did anything. You just sang a song and then put an AI filter on it. You didn't even write the song, so it's not like you practiced, worked hard, made yourself better to be better at this craft. You just used a cheat code, and I did it for this song that I did, but from my perspective, I wrote this entire song. I played all the music. I wrote the lyrics. I wrote the melody. I just used a filter to help enhance the vocal performance. And I'll be honest, the AI songs that I've done where I've used a filter over my voice, they don't compare to the actual singers I've gotten on Fiverr, a couple that I work with that are fantastic. And for me, while I can use it, I think I'm going to use it to send to people on Fiverr to sing, because having that personal touch of a real singer that I can communicate back and forth with, and they can pick up certain inflections and things that I want in the song, is more important to me. And I want to keep being creative, and I don't ever want to get into this complacency. I said that completely wrong, but where I'm not putting that effort forward at all, I'm just trying to keep being creative. Even these YouTube videos that I'm doing, people are doing AI YouTube videos. I'm not doing that. I'm coming on doing a video, even though I may not get many views. I may get 5 views, but you know what? I don't care, because it's more about me doing something creative. I mentioned a book that I had read called Atomic Habits, and it was about getting in the habits of doing things so they no longer become something you do that's like a chore. You do it because it's something you've always done. And every day I take time to come out and do something musically, learn something different on guitar. I've been studying. I've been working on my own vocals, doing lessons. And I really think this is something that's important in the world, is to keep being creative and not taking the easy road to everything. So that's my view. I see goods and bads to both of it. It's both sides have a point to things, and I use AI for when I do the video, the title description. I go to ChatGPT and I type in, give me a good product description, our video description for this kind of video, and then they'll write it so I can put it in the description, and it saves me time on doing that. So yeah, it's beneficial in that way. But when it comes to writing and doing my own music, I have to do it. I'm not going to type. If I'm stuck on a line, I'm not going to type in AI, give me a line that would be good, because the whole point of being an artist is about creating and doing it on your own. It's, even if you're a songwriter that works with other people, it's that camaraderie of being together and working on a song. So I'm not a fan of how fast AI is moving and where it's at, but I understand it's here, and I feel like as musicians, a lot of people out there, we can be better and be better than what AI is. And I go out every week and I see concerts, different concerts, and AI is never going to generate that kind of feeling, that kind of emotion of seeing that live band play, just kill it on the stage. So that's my rant on this today. So this was a different kind of video, just talking about the AI thing. So once again, I want to thank you for just checking out the video. And as I always say, we're here because music makes life better. And I have merch that I sell on Amazon, but it's put a link there. If you want to check it out, you can. If not, that's fine. But I got a couple more cool videos coming up. I did buy, behind me, there's a little amplifier from, not the Spark Mini, but there's one from Leo James that I bought that's a little 5-watt battery-powered amp. I bought it for like $22, and I'm going to do a video on that. And I've got some more stuff coming in. I got another kick guitar that I'm going to build. I'm going to do a black and gold kind of paint job on it. So that'll be more videos. And sorry if I went on long with this video, but it's just kind of a hot topic that everyone's talking about. So as always, like and subscribe if you like the content on here. There will be a whole bunch more of it. And thanks for being here. It just, I enjoy any views I get. So And I'll mention a previous video where I did about, it was like a pocket processor that I bought. I'm giving it away to someone that comments on there. I'm going to pick someone from the comments. It's only shipping to the United States, so it has to be someone from the United States because it's so expensive to ship internationally. But no one's commented on it yet that's from the United States, so if you get on there and comment, you probably have a really good shot of winning it. So thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you later. Bye.